Hi, Nyra.
So my name is Danielle and I'm doing mines on fractions. So I did fun, fabulous fractions. Oh my, kind of like the Wizard of Oz, like lions, tigers, and bears, and what. The reason why I did fractions is because I had trouble with fractions in elementary school, and I wish that my teacher could have done stuff like this, and it would have been a lot easier for me to understand, because till this day I still have trouble with fractions. So I'm doing grade 5, and the California standard that I did was number 1.1 number sense, which is students compute with very large and very small numbers, positive integers, decimals, fractions, and understand the relationship between decimals, fractions, and percents. So in the beginning, I'm going to give them a pre-assessment. So it's a worksheet, and I'm going to give them a pre-assessment to see how they do. And at the end, I'm actually going to give them the exact same one to see if they improved or if they didn't improve, and I would hope they would improve. So activity 1-4, select a handful of multicolored candy, and my multicolored candy is in here. The directions are count the total number of candy, and that would be the denominator, and then start dividing it into color groups. So there's orange, yellow, purple, green, that kind of stuff. And then I want them to, when they're done doing that, I want them to make them into percent. So I want them to tell me how much green is in this box of candy. So I give them hints on here, so if they did need help, it says everything right there. It says the number will be the denominator of the total candy you count, and if they don't know how to make a fraction into a percent, I also said that here, divide the numerator for the denominator and it'll create the percent. The materials I'll need for that, a cup of candy, worksheets, and pencils. Activity number 2-4, use the fraction towers to help you create or complete the worksheet. So my worksheet's right here, and when they're done, they all place them right here. From here, I ask them questions like 3/4 and 2/3, and I want them to tell me which one's bigger. So if they don't know, I want them to use the fraction towers to let me know which one's bigger and which one's smaller. And then also on the second worksheet is I want them to put it from least to greatest, so I also want them to use the towers to do that as well. For activity 3/4, it's called Simplify It. So what I'm going to do is I have a paper, I'm going to use this, and what they're going to do is I have cards, and they're going to tell me, they're going to flip cards, and let's say 7 and 8, and they're going to place it like this, and then they're going to tell me, and they're going to simplify it for me. So they're going to keep going once the deck's over. I took all the kings and the face cards out so they don't have to do it, because that is kind of impossible. Actually, that is impossible to simplify. But so they do that, and once they're done, they put the worksheets here, and they tell me, and I want them to. Once they're done simplifying it, the one with the most cards, because they're gonna, it's like a game of war. So they're going to take it, and the one who simplifies it first and wins gets the cards. So activity 4, what I want them to do, it's like a memory game. So these cards, they have half on it and then 50%. So what they're going to do is they're all going to place it out, and they're going to have to start flipping it, like the memory game. So if they have like a half, then they're looking for the 50%. If it's 4/4, then they're looking for 100%. Little things like that, or 1/3, 33%. So it goes like that. So how am I going to know if they completed all of them? I made a little name card here, and I put different learning centers, because when I do start teaching, I do want to use learning centers into my lessons. So I just thought, like, lesson 1, word problems, measurements, integers, and then lesson 4, fractions, that's what we're on right now. And they're going to get a sticker and write whether they completed it or not. So they get a sticker and just put it on the different stations that they did. And when they're done, they put it back in here, in the name cards. And then when On the directions, I clearly give them all the instructions, but when they do need help, I do want them to turn to the towers. It says in one of these activities that turn to the towers, don't turn necessarily to the teacher, because even though I'm going to be there for them, I want them to try solving it on their own. It's okay if they get a problem wrong, that's where I go and I interpret, that's where I go and help them and teach them. But I don't want them turning to the teacher that much, like, I don't know the answer, can you give me the answer? I want them to try their best to figure it out first. So, that's it.